comments? Mr. Aguirre, you have a question?
Well, yeah, I guess one of the, I don't see a representative of the project here, but I think to address some of the concerns that you mentioned, in the proposal, it talks about this water and sewer in the future. For example, it says something that the water capacity, the city will have the capacity to service the project once they expand. So I presume, since the project representatives have agreed to all this, have reviewed this, I figure in detail, that you worked out the time frame for when that's going to occur. If both the water and the sewer says they will be able to supply it once they have the expansion. So that was my question. Another thing is that when they first delayed the project representative in their letter said they also had a question about the viability of the new water district. So I was wondering, has those items been worked out? I don't know if there's a representative here tonight, but I presume then if this has been worked out, that those items have been agreed to, and that you're going to work within those items. Because I know one of the things they brought up is all this traffic stuff, and that was my concern. And that was one of the things they worked out in the monitoring program. And I think, I'm not an expert in that area, but they seem to address all sorts of roadways and streets and that sort of thing. Mr. McClinton's point, I don't agree entirely, because that sewer line is going to go across there. They have one already. It's been there forever. Yeah. So I don't agree with that. Now, my question was, what prompted this issue right now? Who do you represent? Because that sewer line has been there for many years. It's nice of you to bring it up right now, but because that concern that's already lapsed, it's been there. You're concerned about us not meeting the housing element. Again, we haven't met that for years. So what's different? In other words, why do you not want this? My thought on this is that, yes, this casino is going to bring in some traffic impact, but also it's going to bring quite a bit of economic assistance that the city and the county need. And there's going to be big bring, because I know one of the things in here, there's I think Caltrans wants us to, or wants the casino to help with the overpass over by the mall. And I'm saying, well, why wasn't that addressed when the mall opened up? Yeah. And right now they're saying, well, this project is going to have indirect impact, and you need to pay to, to expand it or whatever. My thought is, and again, I'm not an expert, but Caltrans is, why weren't they there when that development came up? What about what's the Valley Commons, the project right next to it? Shouldn't they be? That's going to be a direct impact to them. But they're asking this project to bring it in. And I know that our staff has been working very hard on getting some of these details, and I agree with them. One of the things they brought up is that they wanted the project to pay for McCabe Road. They want to put a signal there, whatever. And the question is whether it was indirect impact or direct. Direct impact means they got to pay more. Indirect, not as much. I don't see where this casino is going to impact that intersection directly. Because that intersection means you're going to go 111 north, and you're going to make a left turn at McCabe to go to the Valley Plaza. I don't think so. Because this project, if you go to the casino, eventually this project is going to have retail and shopping and whatever. So I don't think that traffic is going to go through there, and it's not going to be a direct impact. So I agree with the staff that they are arguing that, no, it's not a direct impact, it's an indirect impact. So my only concern was, like, just the water and whatever, and the viability. And it's brought up in here, too, that they have to become, or agree to become part of that new water assessment district. So as long as these conditions are agreed to, I see no problems.
Mr. Is there any other comments, Mr. Harder?
Yeah, I have a couple of comments. In June of 2005, the measure is placed on the ballot for the citizens of Calexico as to whether or not they would like to have a casino in their city. This measure passed by 56% of the residents of the city, of voters of the city, saying that they would like to have a casino in the city. Over the last 3.5 years, this project has been moving through various phases to bring us where we are today. The job of the Planning Commission is to make sound land use decisions that will benefit all the citizens in the city. And as I look at this is a very, very sound land use decision for us to change the zoning from industrial to commercial highway as being asked of us. Because the economic benefit of doing that is a tremendous value to everybody in the city. I've been looking at this, studying this project for quite a while, and my feeling is that the city of Calexico is at a crossroads. We're no longer an agricultural community to the extent that we have been in the past. And I think everybody recognizes the fact that the bulk of our economic viability comes from Mexicali. Well, the truth of the matter is that Mexicali is not the economic force that it was several years ago. 9/11 changed that. Instead of 20-minute waits at the border, we've got 2-hour waits at the border. And people in Mexicali are just not coming over here to shop, and we don't have that economic benefit. So for us to say we need to change things in the city, that's what we're up here considering right now. And one of the things we're being asked to do is to change the zoning in order to have that economic benefit to the city. The other thing we're being asked to do is look at the environmental impact report. And I've read it. It's a very thick document, and most of us have spent many times reading it. And I think it has validity. I think we've gone back and tried to address the issues. And I think that the overriding consideration is that we really need to look at this, and that's what the Planning Commission is charged to do, to see if this is going to be in the best interest of the whole city of Calexico. And I think that's what we're up here to do tonight.
Okay, is there any other public comments? We're going to close the public hearing. Go ahead, sir.
Good evening. My name is David. I agree with what Mr. Hargrave was talking about. I understand that when this latest casino opened up here on the turnout to Ramona, on that particular day, it was jam-packed. People could not get into it, probably because of the novelty of it. But then the other two casinos in that general area of Yuma were also packed. Now the thing is, of course, everything has its good and its bad. People that don't want to gamble don't. People that do want to will. People that whatever they want to do, they will avail themselves of that. Yesterday, I was cruising through Pine County, and I noticed, especially in that Hearthstone subdivision, where you well know that there are abandoned houses, more so that they are inhabited. Our economy is in chaos. Two, this recession is not going to end next weekend, or a year from next weekend, or 2 years, or 3 years. I hope you pray to God that I'm on and that it will end soon. But the fact of the matter is that this city provides 0 jobs, because every